What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV, aka Darth Apocalypse. So I have some sad news to pass along to you all. Seems like we just keep taking hit after hit after hit. Those of us who grew up, came of age in the 80s and 90s. Michael Wright passed away yesterday. He was 70 years old. His wife, Susan Wright, confirmed his passing last night in an Instagram post, saying, quote, "It is with profound sadness and an unimaginable heaviness in my heart that I share the passing of my beloved husband, Michael Wright. Michael was a husband, a father, a grandfather, loved one, a friend, and an extraordinary artist whose work touched generations." The accomplished actor was best known for his starring role as Eddie King Jr. in the 1991 musical drama film The Five Heartbeats, along with winning the Volpe Cup for Best Actor for his work in Streamers, a 1983 film. Some of Michael's other notable credits include The Wanderers, V, the series, The Principal, Black Lightning, and Oz. His talent, presence, and contributions to film and television will live on, but to those of us who loved him personally, he was so much more than the roles the world knew him for. She also requested that the public and media remain respectful and allow the family, quote, "the privacy and grace to grieve." We also ask that people refrain from sharing unconfirmed information or speaking on behalf of our family. His cause of death has not been confirmed. In the coming days, when we are ready, we will share additional information regarding Michael's life, legacy, and how we intend to honor and celebrate him. Michael, your work will live forever, but your love will live even longer in the hearts of those who knew you best. Rest peacefully, my love. You will be missed beyond words. I'm glad she put that out there. And this is why sometimes when some celebrities pass away, there's a noticeable delay in the announcement of their passing and when they actually passed away for privacy reasons. For instance, we saw that with John Amos. It wasn't announced until I think it was October of 2024 that he had passed away, but he actually had passed away in late August. And a lot of that is just for the grieving process to go through, for them to go through the grieving process, um, interment, go through that natural process without all of this distraction of the media and speculation. And look, those of us who knew anything about Michael Wright's life, we know that he had some issues. I'll just put it like that. He had some issues. But we don't know what happened. And he was 70. That's about the normal lifespan for an African-American man born in this country of his generation. A couple of years short, but that's about right, 72, 73. So it's not like this is a case where it's like Chris Farley, where you just drop dead at age 33, and we kind of know what probably happened. John Belushi. This is a man that lived to comb gray hair. But I will, and I think most of us who grew up in the 90s, that's the sweet spot when we saw a lot of his work. I think my favorite role of his, even though most people reference Eddie King, My favorite role, and I forget the name of the. I'm sorry that I forget the name of the character, but my favorite role is the older brother from Sugar Hill. I think that's my favorite role. Um, of the two brothers, because it was a switch for Wesley Snipes, because Snipes had previously played a drug dealer, a ruthless drug dealer, of course, in New Jack City, right? What was it, Nino Brown, right? But in that movie, he played a person who, although he was in the game, you could sense that he had a sense of morality about him, and he was conflicted about what he was doing. He was starting to become more conflicted about what he was doing, whereas Michael Wright's character felt like, look, we got to do what we got to do to survive. We got to stick together. We can't have outside forces trying to screw us over. It's us against the world. He was the more ruthless of the two. But I always liked that line that he had when he always wanted to go to war. He was almost like Sonny from The Godfather. This is the flavor that they say for my neighbor. I always liked that movie, man. I also liked him as Aaron in Money Talks. Red light, green light. Red light, red light, red light, green light. Come on, man. What do you think our parents gonna think they see us fighting like this? But he was a local drug lord and what you would call it, arms dealer. But I still don't know what the hell Chris Tucker's character was thinking, bringing Charlie Sheen's character, reporter, into his shit. You know what I'm saying? I would react the same way if I was Aaron. But throughout the '90s, there were other notable roles too, but they kind of started drying up because he was having some, let's just say, some personal issues. And I always was. I remember when I heard about some of these things, I used to be concerned. Obviously, because we've seen what happened with Michael K. Williams, for example. But like I said, we don't know what happened. This could have been a age-related thing. He could have been going through some illness that we didn't know about. He hadn't really been in the public light too frequently. As a matter of fact, let me see. Let's see if I can see. I like to go to the Internet Movie Database to see what projects they're working on or still working on. The last thing that he worked on. Oh, so he's still working. I think he has an upcoming project. Brass Knuckles. It's in pre-production. Okay. So he just did a movie called, he played a role of Willie in Dope King. He hadn't been too active since 2019. So he was still active. So this is, never know. You never know what's going on with him, but that's not really important right now. What's important is to honor his legacy and to honor a great actor. And he was pretty private, I guess. But from what I understand, he was a good man. And I don't judge people off of hearsay. And you're going to have people who know him who are probably going to go to some of these amoral ass scumbag gossip hounds on social media and try to get a quick buck off of hearsay and malicious gossip. Anyway, rest in peace to Michael Wright. Tell me what you guys think.